So let's implement a screen where user can select pickup and drop location. So we will come up in rider section, view, then we will introduce a new file, new folder, naming it select pickup and drop location screen. Then we will introduce a new file inside it that is going to be select pickup and drop location screen. So let's create a stateful widget, and it's going to be pickup and drop location screen. Now here we will return a scaffold, and before that we want to wrap our scaffold with a safe area. So let's return app bar, and here in app bar we will return preferred size. So let's save it. Here the child is going to be a container, and the size it's going to be size, let's take up 100.w, and height let's go with 25.h. So basically we are defining a custom app bar for us, and we have to move the child. And here in container we want to make sure that we do have a little bit of padding. So here we will come up with padding edge insets dot symmetric horizontal, it's going to be 3.w, vertical it's going to be 1.h. Now let's go come up with child. Here we are going to go with column children. The first thing it's going to be a icon button. On pressed we want to pop this screen. Navigator dot pop, and the next we want to come up with icon. Here it's going to be icons dot arrow back, size it's going to be 4.h, and color it's going to be black. Let's add commas here, and we have to import the colors file, save it up. Now we want to introduce a little bit of spacing here. I think so we are going with icon button, so there will be spacing. Let's come up here with an expanded widget, and here the child is going to be a column. Okay, it's going to be a row. Children, it's going to be a column, and again a column. So we want to wrap our second widget with an expanded. And here we will return, like we will go with the children. Here it's going to be icons dot circle comma size it's going to be 3.h, color it's going to be black. Now we'll come up here with container, like in between the two icons we will introduce a container. Let's go with width and give it a width of 2.w. Color it's going to be black, and here the padding is going to be edge insets dot symmetric, vertical let's go with 0.5.h. and here in expanded column we will come to common, that is leave common, view auth screens, login screen, and we will copy the text form field from here. We will copy it, come up here, And inside column, we will go with children, drop it here, introduce a size box of, let's say, height 1.h, and again paste it here. So we have to resolve this error. Basically, these are app styles. We have to import the app style, and now we have to initialize two controllers. Text editing controller. Here, the first one will be going to pick up location controller, and the next going text editing controller is going to be drop location controller, text editing controller. So here the first one will be pickup controller, and the next one will be drop location controller. Let's save it, and we will come up in rider home screen. We want to make sure then whenever the user taps on So we want to make sure whenever the user taps on where to button, the user navigates to our select drop screen. So in where to, we will come up in rider home screen, come up in the where to button or where to container, and in inkwell we will go with navigator dot push, and here we will introduce page transition. Style, it's going to be const pick up and drop location screen, and the page transition type is going to be right to left. Let's add comma, and here it's going to be page transition type dot right to left. Now let's save it, and here inside we have, like, till now we have only designed the app bar here, that is preferred size. Now we do need to go with body. Let's give a body as column children, and let's save it here. And now let's press this button, and yeah, we do have this thing. So we do have this mobile number, we do have this one, and we're going to make sure that everything looks good. So we'll come up here, minimize this column, and wrap this container with a widget that is expanded. Now instead of 2, we will go with 1. Instead of 3, we will go with 2, and make it square. Now let's save it. Okay, so we have initialized a little bit of overspacing here. Let's come up with 22. Let's save it. Okay, and we do need to add a little bit of padding here, so let's add a little bit of padding, and I think so here we'll go with symmetric padding. Vertical, let's come up with 3.h. and let's save it. Okay, not this column. Basically we have to introduce padding to another column. We will remove it from here. We will save it. Now let's have a look. So we want to make sure this button comes up at the left. So here, cross-axis alignment dot start. We will save it, and here we do have it in the extreme left. Here we do have a column with icon button, then comes up expanded, and this comes up a column. We want to make sure that we do have a little bit of free space here, so we will introduce size box with, I think so, 3.w going to be good one, and let's save it. Okay, so now it's time that here in column we will go with main axis alignment dot space between, and remove the size box from the two text field. So we do have two text field. We will save. Yeah. So now we do want to introduce a little bit of padding to this too. Basically, the circle is pickup and the square is drop location. So we will come up here. We do have size box column, and we want to wrap our column with a little bit of padding. So padding. So make sure we are adding the padding thing to this column, not the entire column. So we'll go with symmetric. Vertical, let's go with 2.h. I think so 2.h will be a good one. Let's save it. And yeah, we do have this beautiful padding of 2.h. Let's make it 1.5.h. And let's save it. Okay. So here in row, we want to make sure that cross-axis alignment dot center. Okay. So here we do have this as mobile number, so we want to change it. We will come up here, text field, and make the keyboard type in style. So we want to initialize the keyboard type. It's going to be text input type dot name. So we'll do the same, copy, and here it's going to be pickup location, pickup address, and coming down, let's enlarge this one. It's going to be drop address. So here we will introduce the keyboard type, and it's going to be a name. So let's have a look. We do have pickup, drop. Yeah, it's good. So now we do want to initialize a spatial API, that is places API. So whenever we will type out something, it's going to show us relevant place names here. So inside this body. So in the next lecture, we're going to implement that.